Oop, and I am back. Maybe. Yes. Okay. Right. Get some tunes. Tunes are go. Hide this. Pull up chat. Chat is pulled up. Pull up Trello. Trello is go. All right. So I left off last stream cleaning up some issues with the watch window. We are basically just putting on polish at this point. Watch window is essentially done. And I need to look at the list to figure out what we got left. So, right. Okay, so Nax was wanting this feature where, hold on, I should probably get gum out of my mouth if I'm going to stream. Excuse me. So Nax was wanting this feature where, come on, Twitch. I don't know what it's doing. Okay. Next was wanting this feature where you could where it would take symbols like this here and more specifically, like if it was a function pointer here, it would I mean, right now it's null, but if we went forward a little bit, maybe to here, continue. We could just jump to this address or something. And I think that would be actually pretty easy to do. We sort of have to do some string processing to make that work. Basically just have to look for angle brackets or arrows, and then do basically an info line on anything inside there. Because I believe we can do info line nested one int, right? Yeah. So we've got that. And I believe we already have that function there. We just need to sort of parse and look for stuff like this. So, so I think I'm going to do it the lazy way right now, because I don't really feel like trying to figure out how to do it in an efficient way. Hey, Miblo, how are you? By the way, you are up late, right? Isn't this 4 in the morning for you or something like that? Here I do a stream at 7 a.m. my time, which is normal time, your time, and you're nowhere to be found. But at some crazy late time, you're oh, well, I guess I'll be online. It's 2:20. Yeah. That's okay. I'm just teasing you. You can do whatever you want, of course. But I feel like I've been streaming all day in 2-hour increments. but almost done. Hey, look at my watch window, Miblo. This is it. It does all kinds of stuff here. Like, see these lines are blue? I'm going to click clear change, and they change from being blue. It's really impressive, I know. Let me do, yeah, see these are stale now, so let me clear them out. I'm going to give you the tour of the watch window. So if I go to like, here, and here, I mean, I don't know, you've probably already seen this part before, where, like I go like next, and it changes, and like anything that's blue will change. And I've got like, oh, I've got search now, like test, struct, you know, it'll just search for things it can watch for here. You know, and then you hit like tab to like do a more deep search. So, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not sure if you really want the whole tour or not, but that's what I got. And also, like, it goes into like the full, like, you know, like you could do an array and then do elements in the, you know, this is a struct, and then it'll walk the struct here. So I can go like next, and so yeah. It searches all locals and all globals. Yeah. So like, I mean, I haven't tested it on a huge program, but it seems to work okay. I don't know, maybe it needs to be optimized, but yeah, it does search all things. And the source viewer, I don't know if you've seen this, but I've had this for a little while, where like, well, it's got history, so you can like quickly go to things that you've been to before. But like, if you hit escape again, you've got a search function, and like you can type in like, you know, nested, and then you hit tab, and then it's like, oh, here's all the functions that start with nested, and then like you hit that one, and it'll like jump to that. You were imagining you'd search to the variables that you've already been watching. Yeah, well, no, it's pretty fast for like searching everything. I mean, maybe I've just got like a super awesome computer, and then maybe like other people will complain about how slow it is, but you know, it seems decently fast. And you notice how it says like no cached heavy search? That's just because it's just doing like a simple search for like TES. It's just doing a search with what it's already gotten from GDB. If you hit tab again, it'll like actually go get more, but there was no more results. So, you know, like if I do __, you know, G or something, there's no results cached. But if I hit tab twice, it will search for all this stuff. And this is like all stuff that like comes in like glibc type stuff. So oh, Jim just messaged me in RC. He says, as he starts to lose consciousness. Night, night, Jim. I'm going to remind him that I am... Oh, well, he already went offline. Next time I catch him online, I need to remind him that there is VOD on YouTube now. So, okay, so the next on the list was like making things like the function pointer be like hyperlinkable, because that was something that Next was wanting. Um, so like right now it is empty. Um, or well, it's uninitialized, I should say. It's not empty. And if I go ahead and run, well, I mean, I've already got breakpoint set up, so I can hit continue, and then continue. Yeah, and then it switches to nested one. So I need to write a string parser for that. So, um, let's do that. That's in the GUI, so I'm in the wrong file. Uh, excuse me. Um, okay, so that's in user-friendly value, right? User-friendly expression. All right, so how do I want to handle that? All right, so I could do like stir um, that's give me the address to the first occurrence. So I guess what I need to do is let me look at some examples here. Well, so I know that if it has a double quote in the it, that it's not, I can just cancel looking for that, because like anything that's got a string in it won't be something linkable. Right. Okay, so yeah, so I can actually do like a really simple search through that string. So like if, well, I mean, not as complex as fully parsing it as a C expression. So I can do a couple lazy steps here. Stircher, user-friendly expression, that, and if not there, mgui, same line, mgui, text. I just want to like just experiment here. Okay, so I was actually kind of thinking that in that case it would be false, but apparently I still get an ASDF. So, oh, cached value as string. I think that's what I... Never mind. That's what I want. Yeah, okay. So that's properly filtered out there. Okay. And then what I want to do is look for angle brackets, right? Um, um, so let's look for the first angle or arrow bracket, I think. I'm not sure what you would call it. Start of string. And then we'll do So, Miblo, are you excited about Handmade Hero coming back from its siesta? I imagine it's like a sort of like a mixed blessing for you because now you have to like do more annotations. But I'm assuming you enjoy it as you've stuck with it to this point. Um, all right. So okay, so that kind of makes sense there, right? Um, yeah. Okay, so I think what I want to do is to kick up the R's to get Sonera ready. Well, there you go. If you don't mind me asking, do you do you have a are you like working full time or you going to school or you doing other things or I mean you don't have to that's like a really personal question. You don't have to answer that if you don't want to. Start a string. Okay, so that's that. So it should only show up. You're a prisoner of Her Majesty? What does that mean? Are you in jail? What is, are you a ward of the state? I don't know what that means. What did you do? I probably shouldn't joke because it could be serious. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. At least they let you have internet. It's kind of nice. Oh, okay, okay. I have trouble with sarcasm sometimes, so I'm not sure if that was sarcasm or not. But I'm going to try to take the most conservative approach and say that if I went to jail anywhere, I'd want to go somewhere where they had internet, where I could do stuff and be awake at 2 in the morning. That sounds awesome. beams appreciatively. Okay. um. That is quote 11. Oh man. Okay, so what do I want to do here? I think I definitely want to like advance the string up one character because we don't need that angle bracket there. And then I think what we need to do is just count up to the end here and do char star end equals searcher HB item. What do cache start of string. There's the end. Okay. Right. So are you doing anything now, or are you just like watching me, or are you like taking care of anything, playing games or whatever? Sort of string. I think I want to assert this and size. Size equals that. And then I think I want to do. Oh, nice. Do you feel like you're close to being finished with it? I mean, I hate it when people ask me that, but just kind of wondering like how you felt about it. Start of string. Why is that not a thing? No member named. What? Oh. Right. It's dumb. Okay, so that's kind of confusing. Should I do like size? I think it's like size -1. No. That's cool. It sounds promising. Get all the gets. All the gets. So my printf isn't working. How do you do like printf size? Oh, snap. Whoa. I have no idea what I did. Hey, Asaf. Or Asif. I heard Casey say it today. And he said it Asaf, I think. So I think that's how you say it. Correct me if I am incorrect. Number letters. I don't know. I don't want that. So I think I just need to do like %. And then that's the thing. So why isn't that working? I'm just curious as to what that size is. So we're going to go ahead and print that out. Um, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so the dot star is not working. What am I doing? Oh, star. There's no... Oh, yeah. Star S. That should be it. Oh. What? This isn't really working the way that I was expecting it to. I wonder if maybe ImGUI is doing something different that's not standard. I mean, it doesn't really matter because I don't actually want that to work anyway. So let me do I'm a little thrown off by that not working that way. So, anyway, there's my buffer, stern copy, start of string, or well, temp, start of string, size, assert size is less than size of temp, and that. And then we don't care about that so much. Well, okay, let's do that anyway. %s here. We don't care about size anymore. Come on. Maybe I'm just counting the characters incorrectly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so size, it should definitely truncate. Wait a minute, does stern copy the null terminator? Including the null bytes. Okay, no null terminator. That's fine. I can place my own null terminator. So temp 0 or size. Oh. Well, okay, I'm making some stupid mistakes here. So we got that. Need to be fixed, but we don't need this anymore. We want this, and that's probably why it wasn't working the way I was expecting it to. Yes, that's better. Okay, so now we don't want this minus here. And yes, okay. So we've got the whole string there. And then we want, let's do our lookup here. Humbug, line, or info line, there we go. Search for symbol. What does this return? Oh, it does a complete there. I'm just curious, what actually still uses search for symbol? I don't think anything uses search for symbol. I think this is all old code. Let's get rid of the old code. Well, crap. Before I do that, I want to see if I need this line thing. Get source and line for symbol. Right. Get source. And also, when I checked the files here, I did not check all of my GUI files. So it may still be used somewhere. Like search, source. No. Search for symbol. Okay, so apparently we're still using it there. I'm not sure I fully understand why. But whatever. All right, so info line here gets search results, or info line. What is this one? This one is search for symbol. Okay. Get source file and line for symbol. Okay. Get source file and line for symbol. How am I invocating that? This is how I'm invocating that. Is it doing like a stir dupe? Yeah, it's doing a stir dupe on that. So I'm going to copy. Actually, I want to copy all that. Yeah. Stir dupe all of the things. All right. Let's see here. What was our thing? Where were we doing in here? We were... Yes, we were going through the watches, the render watches, and we were printing out random crap as part of our searches. But it was in render watch expressions. Yes, right here. Okay, so let's go to that here. So this is temp now, right? Okay. And I don't think we want to do like open source here. I think we want to do... I think we just want to print out what that would be for debugging currently. So let's do... file name, line. Okay, and then we do file name, line number. Okay, so that's all that. And yes, so we got that right there. And test target line 40 is where nested one exists. Okay, awesome. All right, so now we just got to turn that into a button, and then I think we're good to go. So I guess what we're gonna call the button is, well, we'll just use the temp buffer as the buffer, right? And in case there's multiple ones here, we will I believe we have some sort of like button count, right? Yes, okay. So button count thing that we can use, okay? And so we should probably go ahead and put that at the end of our temp buffer here. Whoa. So I guess we want this to be like minus 16 or something. Something that'll give us a lot of headroom on the buffer. And then we're going to do like a stir cat or a stir right there. Okay. And then we want to we want to add size to get to the end of the string. And then we want to copy in we need to copy in this text here. Actually, we just need to copy that text there. All right, and then we don't need to do we just need to do a stir copy because we know everything's the right lengths. Okay. Okay. And so then it's what? Temp plus size plus 2 is our overwrite. Plus 2. And then let's do a imgui button. Button. That is now going to be temp. And there it is. Nice. All right, and then we do want to do an mGUI same line for that as well. Same line. There it goes. Okay. And then we want to like do stuff if we press the button. So we're gonna do that. Here, open source in the file name, line number, right there. And so if we click this, it takes us right there. Awesome. All right, now we need to clean up. So we don't need this because that's dumb, and we don't need. Is that the only thing we don't need that we put here? I think so. Yeah, it's a lot shorter. Okay, another question is, do I want to go through the work of like making that here instead of here? No, because that just makes, it's just gonna be like difficult. Yeah. So I'll write a note to Next and say that no, it's not a hyperlink like you described, but there's a button there, and like I'm just gonna. Well, that is the end of the type, right? Yeah. Okay, so like what I could do is just replace the first arrow with a null terminator, print the string, and then replace it back. I don't know. That's kind of getting complicated, and I just wanted like a quick win on this feature. So I think we're gonna leave it like that for now, and we'll address it later with some more finesse. Okay, so I have that knocked out. Right click, jump to address of anything. Well, we don't really have a memory viewer yet, so there's really no place to jump to. Okay, so test function call and expressions, including one with string. Okay, so let's see here. So here's the program output. So if I did like printf or wow, okay. Print f blah 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 slash n. What does that do? Apparently we crash. Not we do it like a segfault. That's what we do. Okay. All right. So let's do a well, let's get the stack trace. Where are we at on this? Render watch expression. Render watches. Frame done. So this might actually have nothing to do with with what we're actually testing. This might actually have to do with the recent code changes. So here's the stir char. PHB item. Cache. Value string. Okay, so it's a null. It's a null value there. Okay, so that's what's going on here. So we need to do like if this is actually a string, right? That's what we need to do. Totally need to clean that up, but we're gonna leave it like that for now. Okay, so let's run. And load, start, right there, okay, and then okay. So I think that was the problem before. So I was just hitting that null there. Okay. So let's try like printf crap, right? Null. Okay, so it's refusing to create that variable object. Okay, so I need to investigate that further, but I think I'm going to take a short restroom break. Almost an hour. I'm a little bit early for my first break, but that's just how it rolls sometimes. So I'll be back here in a few minutes. You know, that BRB screen is the real reason you come here, isn't it? All right. So now I have water, and I've taken care of the other important things. So, I think we're ready to go. Right, so this printf thing is giving us back a null. And I don't really understand why that would be. So let's just test like a normal expression, right? So what? Okay. So if I did like 4 plus 5 or something, it gives me 9. What? Why is that? Oh, okay. There we go. Hey, Fiery Drake's hosting me. Thanks, Fiery Drake. I wonder if he did that on purpose, or if he was just like watching me. If you're watching me, I appreciate it. Or if it was like automatic. Okay. I imagine he went to bed because it's 2 a.m. and that, on that side of the planet. I'm just giving you a hard time, Miblo. Okay, so all right, now we got that taken care of. All right, so we know Snickers Britishly, yes. All right. So I have to ask. Well, do you like get a chance to like, well, I don't know if you're like into movies or not, but there's one that came out recently called Kingsman. Like, have you seen any of the Kingsman movies? Like, I wonder if that's like Americanized British or if that's real British. Because, like sometimes, media embellishes things. Obviously, you haven't seen any of them? Okay. It's like a James Bond type of thing. So you saying you haven't heard of it, then that I think that answers my question. Okay, so this thing is able to like evaluate expressions. So, oh, we got another seg fault. Sterling. So we should do like an if file name. Okay, so restart here, load, start here, printf. So we still get a seg fault. Oh, it's in here. Okay. I'm going to undo those changes here. And we need to look at humbug.cpp 1237. Okay. Run here. So I need to like make this more up. Yeah. As opposed to, higher. Okay. Printf. Okay, so this is like crazy. What the hell is going on here? If I do a tail here. Yeah. Text variable no debug info. Okay, so that is a bug that I need to check for. So that's easy, right? Well, also, I should just put this inside of the button, right? Oh, no, I can't. Yes, I can. I'm going to put it inside the button. All right. So we only need to do that work when we press it. Okay. So that way we're not going out to GDB willy-nilly for things. And we do need to fix the button though. Yeah, so when we get to this point, we need to do a we need to do this. Yeah. Okay, so I think, does that crash all the things? Come on, Alt tab. Well, oh, that's why I couldn't Alt tab. Okay, it didn't crash all the things. And we're not going out to GDB like crazy. Okay, so oh, but this is like having some serious problems. So we gotta clear the console. Yeah, okay. Yep. Humbug slows down a ton when the console gets spammed. So you just gotta clear the console every once in a while. In this. Okay, so we've got this button here that does stuff. Okay, and we need to make it, we just need to make it so that if what's going on with my phone? Oh, people sending me crap. And by people, I mean my wife. And by crap, I mean cat videos. Oh my gosh. Alright. Copy video URL. Okay, so I'm not... this is what my wife... Oh, come on. We're taking a cat video break. I'm sorry. This is what my wife sent me. She knows I'm streaming, by the way. She's like, oh, we gotta send you these videos. Okay, I got my fix about a minute in. All right. the cat fix. Hey, Bert. Um, I I just shared the video you sent me to the whole chat, and so I was saying that like a minute in, I was able to contain myself and watch the rest of the video later. Oh, nice. Next time skip to 2 minutes. It's the best part. All right, now I have to. It's just a lid. Oh, oh no. Oh my gosh. This is what programmers do all day. This is part of the programming process. Oh my gosh, the kitty cat loves that box. He's like, I tried. I'm in it a little bit. That's great. Okay, back to work. Back to work. All right. Okay, so here's the thing. We've got this text variable no debug info thing coming back from the thing. We need to filter for that. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to filter for anything with a space in it. Because if it has a space in it, we're not going to try to hyperlink to it. So we're going to do if not start of string. Well, crap. I need to do this, don't I? Well, that's the rare case. So let's optimize for the common case. If stir char start a string contains a space, then we're not going to do it. We're just not going to do any of that stuff. Yep, that's what we're doing. Awesome. So printf works. So why doesn't that work? Problem parsing arguments. Is it because it's in maybe it needs to be in single quotes. Okay. let's try that. Var create. Here, put it in single quotes. There. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, because we never escape it. So let's do, let's try printf again. Unable to create variable object, okay. Let's try under printf. Unable to create variable object. Does it even want quotes at all? Maybe? Or do I need to escape it ahead of time? What happens if I do like printf unable to create variable object? What's something that doesn't take a string that I could call? Well, I mean, I've got things I could call. Let me call Gettysburg Address. Okay. Okay, so it's got nothing to do with quotes, right? Since I switched to single quotes, does that work? No, it hates single quotes. Okay, so maybe that's what's going on. Let me switch back to double quotes, because it did seem to like that. Also, what happens if I do like nothing? Let's live on the edge without any quotes. And let's do 3 plus 5. Yeah, okay, so it hates that too. So it definitely wants the double quotes. And let's do 33 plus 5, it's 38, okay. And then do now let's try doing Gettysburg Address again. Holy crap. That worked. And not only did it work, it gave me the address of a static variable. It crashed. It just crashed. Alright, so what okay, so I definitely need to handle some case here. Up. So it's definitely wanting a line. So if we did p ignore rest of line, or this ignore Rest of the line. No line number. Okay, so if the first one is no line number, then we need to give up. And that's in what? Get source file and line for symbol. Okay, so let's do a read char here. This is going to be next char. We don't really need that anymore. So I believe we got to the first quote. Right? Yeah. So we already need to eat that character. Okay. And now we're doing a decision on the line. So if next char equals L, well, let's say if it equals N,